Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's me, good old Morris, yes, at your service. And it's the 4th of July. Yes, it is, 2016, over here on the east side of Detroit, yes. And I just thought I'd come out here. I'm taking it easy. I've just been out here working on my roses. I've gone rose crazy, ladies and gentlemen. It's not too much jumping off right now, but I assure you that throughout the night, you will see this whole area of the east side of Detroit, and looking far west, where you're looking at the west side of Detroit. Let me zoom in some. We can kind of check out the city skyline. And okay, I heard a little noise, a little firework noise. Yeah, the people are going to come out, and they're really going to make this a very festive evening. For me, it is, because I'll be able to see all of the great firework activity that's going to be jumping off, ladies and gentlemen, over here in good old Detroit, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let's go over here on this side here. We're looking at the Detroit International River, and you're also looking at Belle Isle. Here's the Belle Isle Bridge here as it takes you over to the island. Lovely Belle Isle. And here's a good stretch of the waterways, the Detroit waterways here. And you know, it's funny, we're surrounded by all of these lakes and the Detroit International River that connects Lake St. Clair to Lake Erie, all the way down there in Cleveland, Toledo area, Cleveland area. We're surrounded by water, and with that, we have a lot of humidity. And so our 90-degree days, they say it's supposed to be 94 degrees, with 92 tomorrow, 94 Wednesday. It's going to feel like it's about 110 degrees out here, I'm telling you, with the, the heavy heat mixed with the heavy humidity in our area. It's going to be a hot one, and I'm going to be right out there in the thick of it, too, trying to enjoy it. And I'm going to tell you something, ladies, during the summertime, I'm already pretty, dark-skinned brother, And so in the summer, yes, on those hot summer days, a brother would get good in chocolate. And I like it when I turn chocolate. Yeah. And that's going to jump off tomorrow and Wednesday. A real hot one. And as I said, I plan to be right out there in the thick of it. Yes. Trying to get chocolate, a little more chocolate, yes. And you've got the people out over here. I love to see the people out. I'm going to talk to you all about what the city of Detroit has done right over here. They have moved the swings and the slides and those little horses and those little things that the children play with. Well, they used to be right over here. And just a few weeks ago, they have moved the children's play area from here to over here. In this spot of lovely Irma Henderson Park, there's been nothing but grassed in area for 100 goddamn years. But just 3 weeks, they have decided to take those swings and slides and those other play activity things from here to over here. And I will be having this discussion with you sometime next week. I think it's very important, quite vital that we have this discussion, most definitely. This is the night when the people come out on the 4th of July, and you will see the people's fireworks. Oh yeah, throughout the whole city. All this is going to be with colorful lights, and I love it. But I'm going to pause for the calls just for a minute, and I'm going to come back at you when it kind of heat up out here, when the people turn up the heat, ladies and gentlemen. They're on the quiet at this point, but I assure you, it's really going to liven up, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to be back at you in just a flash, in a minute. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's me, good old Morris, yes, at your service. And I'd like to share with you the people's 4th of July fireworks throughout the entire city. There will be all kinds of fireworks, and all of this area of the city, it will be quite lit up with beautiful and very colorful fireworks, Detroit style, ladies and gentlemen. Over here in good old Detroit, over here in good old Detroit, yes, on the east side of Detroit. Let's see what the folk is doing down here. You know, this is a real happening spot over here. It's been like this for many years. These parking lots right over here where the basketball courts are and where the children's play area used to be for their swings and their slides and all of the other little toys and things that they would have down there for the young children. And the folk is just out. You know, this is my kind of party. Anybody will tell you. Summertime in the park. Saturday in the park. Any day in the park. That's my favorite place to chill. Yes. That's my favorite place to, you know, congregate with other people and, you know, and get down and, you know, hang out and enjoy the summer. I love the park. Yes. And we're having the people's fireworks. It's getting darker, and there should be more people out as the night progresses. Okay, let's check over here on the far east side of the city. Yeah, a lot of the people over here at Maharris Park. This area over in here, over in there is where Maharris Park is. A lot of my fellow classmates from the Detroit Southeastern High School, many of us, we know about Maharris Park right here on the river. Many of us used to skip class, yes, and go on over there and, you know, have a good time over there at the lovely Maharris Park. And many of the people who went to Detroit Southeastern they resided over in that area of the city. And there'll be all kind of fireworks activity jumping off over there as well. Oh, we're looking at the Detroit River, beautiful river, as it spills into St. Clair. Okay, let's see what's happening over here. Okay, they're making some noise over here. Let's go where the fun, let's go where the action is. Fireworks, east side of Detroit. Zoom this in. Fireworks from the people, east side of Detroit. My favorite fireworks is when the people come out and we do our fireworks. Yes. Fireworks, east side of Detroit, ladies and gentlemen. We had the Detroit International Fireworks downtown, which is a heavily televised event. But this is the people's fireworks here, and this one is far better because, you know, you get to see people turning up the heat, ladies and gentlemen, with their own fireworks throughout the entire city. That's right, throughout the entirety of the city, and I think it's beautiful. From the east side, ladies and gentlemen, to the west side, to Belle Isle, yeah. You know, the people in Detroit love to come out and enjoy the summer, but, and you know, normally at this time they would be ran out for the park. I think that they just might let the people kind of hang out until 10 o'clock at this park before they come over here and herd the people off like some goddamn sheep and cattle. But the people are still able to be remained right here at the park, and they should be able to be out here for 24 hours. And it would take you, the people, to get down there and raise a little hell and make some goddamn noise and reverse all of this bullshit. The people of Detroit who have been reduced to being put on curfew, yes, for all the goddamn tax dollars I pay to live in this city. Put me on some curfew. The fireworks is jumping off just about everywhere. Just about everywhere. And I absolutely love the fireworks. These people of Detroit really do want to be able to enjoy this life and enjoy this summer. You can see that based on the fireworks activity. This is the people's fireworks. And as I said earlier, as I always say, this one is my favorite. The people's fireworks. Okay. Fireworks throughout the city of Detroit, ladies and gentlemen. From one corner of this town to the next, it's fireworks. This is a representation of people's spirit and people's their great love and their great need to be able to be out here on these beautiful summer nights. After we go through these cold last winters in the city of Detroit, we want to be able to enjoy our warm, hot summers. Being over here in this northern hemisphere of the Midwest, I'm telling you, it gets hot up here. When you take our heat and you mix it with the natural kind of humidity, we're very humidity a prone state and city. We are known for our humidity, so if it's 85 degrees, I'm telling you, it's going to feel like it's about maybe 90, 99, 100 degrees. Definitely, when it's 94 degrees, it's going to be 92 tomorrow. The forecast also predicts that 94 would be our high temperatures for Wednesday. Coupled with the humidity of the city of Detroit, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to feel like it's well over 105 degrees. Yes. So the people want to be able to be outdoors at nighttime. Our city has been turned into a police state city, so that our homes is nothing but our own personal jail cells. Yes. City of Detroit is famous for having many parks. There are so many parks in the city of Detroit. That's one feature that makes Detroit very unique. And for years, the many of the people who come out just to be able to enjoy these beautiful Detroit city parks throughout the whole city. Belle Isle being the most famous one, the most historic park of Detroit is definitely Belle Isle. Huge island park. And there's the Belle Isle MacArthur Bridge. Our biggest park in the city of Detroit is Rouge Park. We all should be fighting for our parks. Rouge Park, over there on the west side, is the city's largest park. That's a huge park, and much of it is privatized. And all of these parks that lined up on the river, there are many, and all of the parks are inland, all throughout the city. And we're not able to enjoy our parks, ladies and gentlemen. And we act like that There's nothing wrong with this. And so many of us, they will cut our own throats because so many of us, we believe that the reason why our parks should be closed is because our children are so violent and unruly and don't know how to act. And this is what the people of Detroit are saying. They would dare to speak their own enemy's language. These are the very things that John Engler said about us. These are the very things that Governor Granholm said about us. These are the very things that Mike Duggan and Rick Snyder has said about us. That we're a bunch of ignorant, crazy-ass, unruly, violent motherfuckers who don't know how to act, who don't know how to properly raise our children, and who do not know how to keep up our property, and so on and so on and so on. Every goddamn lie that has been told over and over and over again has become the motherfucking truth, and so many of us will say the very same thing, speaking your fucking enemy's language, and then when they come and illegally steal your parts from you, you don't have anything to say about that. The only thing you have to say about it is how bad people are, how bad black people are, and your ass is black too. It's just a goddamn shame. It's just a crying goddamn shame, ladies and gentlemen. The way we cut our own throats. The way we cut our own damn throats. We talk about our own selves using the very language that our historic enemies speak of us. Black motherfuckers sitting up on their ass, talking shit about their own people, saying the reason why our parks should be closed is because we don't know how to act out there. And they haven't even been out to Belle Isle. They sit up on their damn porch and talk shit all day, and they repeat the goddamn language by the very people like Mike Duggan and Rick Snyder. And they cracking up laughing at you all the way to the bank with your tough love speeches for your own people. Black people who would have the damn nerve to say that we don't know how to act, and that when you go out there to Belle Isle, it's nothing but young black folk out there cutting up and carrying on and acting a damn fool. That's a goddamn lie. Belle Isle is the safest goddamn place in the damn city next to downtown. The biggest damn lie ever told, but you black people would spew out this nonsense. You would be quick to say that these young people don't know how to act out here at these damn parks, and you hardly ever hear anything about any goddamn thing jumping off at the damn parks. And you black crazy motherfuckers, you. And most of you, you're very religious. You'll go to church every Sunday, I swear, and you'll talk that damn Holy Ghost talk. And then you'll get home and tell a motherfucker like me that these black people don't know how to act out there at Belle Isle when there's hardly ever any goddamn thing jumping off out there at Belle Isle as far as young violence and shit. It's hardly ever any. And when was the last time any of you heard of any damn thing? It's just the image that you get from them liars on the goddamn news. Yes. And Mike Duggan, Livonia Mike Duggan, racist redneck trailer park trashy ass, KKK, killing, lynching, and poisoning, and just plain asshole. Just a skunk, a no-count loser, Rick Snyder, who poisoned all of the children in Flint, all the people of Flint, and acted like he didn't do nothing goddamn wrong. This motherfucker telling you don't know how to act at your goddamn parks, and you believe this shit. And then they back it up with all kind of illegal and corrupt legislation. Detroit only goddamn laws to cut your throat and steal your damn island. And you give these people all the high praise in the world. You black motherfuckers from Detroit, yes. You said the reason why we get run off our damn parks, and they should run us off our damn parks because we don't know how to motherfucking act. But they created goddamn laws to where they can come in here and take your goddamn park and steal it, and every dime, every nickel, every copper tone penny that's made out there, you won't see a goddamn, not a not even a nair, not even nary, a goddamn nickel of the proceeds, yes, that's being made out here on your damn park. And it's privatized for private people to come in here and run it and run you off of it. And so many of you black motherfuckers, you are swear up and down, and you are cussing me out all up under the goddamn table, telling me how wrong I am. Yes. And you filled with that goddamn Holy Ghost. Yes. And you felt you just threw out your trump card on me and shut me up, yes. With your Holy Ghost talk. Not even realizing what a coon you're being. No kind of realization of your coonery, your buffoonery, your foolery and your fuckery and your fakery. To actually believe that all of this shit is your goddamn fault. All of your schools, over 200 goddamn of your Detroit public schools closed. And you say it's because the children are so motherfucking bad and those lawmakers have brought in all kind of charter schools and EEA schools and other private shyster entities to take over your motherfucking schools and steal every goddamn dime from the Detroit public schools, to steal every dime from the black children of the Detroit public schools. The debate I had the other night with this gentleman who wanted to blame the people of Detroit for all the ills of the city, when there was nothing but them motherfuckers downtown collaborating with them motherfuckers up in Lansing to dismantle our whole damn city and have complete white privilege and black gentrification. And this black motherfucker told me it was our goddamn fault. He said, you can't go out to Belle Isle because the motherfuckers, those young children out there don't know how to act. Ain't that a bitch? And yet Snyder done stole your damn island and took all of your jobs out there and all the endowments and all the other monies that go with having these large municipal parks. We won't see a goddamn copper tone penny of it. We won't even get summer jobs out there. There would be all kind of internship programs for young white children from suburban schools, and they'll be out there at Belle Isle working and really doing good stuff out there at beautiful Belle Isle. And you got your ass over here inland in the city talking about the people like a damn, like the people toward Belle Isle ain't this a bitch, and that there's no money when all it takes is $6 million annually to run Belle Isle. Stole Belle Isle and awarded hundreds of millions of dollars of contracts to all of these shyster outside groups in this fake ass damn bankruptcy. And could have easily ran Belle Isle. We pay for Belle Isle and our property taxes, these high ass property taxes that half of us can't even damn afford. Oh, but this debate that I had with this gentleman the other night, he told me it was our fault. We don't know how to motherfucking act. I said, well, you a black man. I said, well, are you blaming yourself? Are you an unruly, black, ignorant ass motherfucker? He said, no. I said, well, hell, shit, you blaming on black folk. Hell, either your ass is black or your ass is white, and you look black to me. Black and crazy than a motherfucker. The contradictions. He said, it's our fault. I said, well, hell, is it your fault? He said, no, it ain't my damn fault. How the fuck it ain't your damn fault? Your ass is black, ain't you? Just some of the most ridiculous things. I was having this same debate with some other neighbors on the west side who felt the same damn thing. Yes, it's our goddamn fault. But they had nothing to say about those corrupted deals that was made at the council table and out there with those state representatives and those senators up there in Lansing who have all of these Detroit-only laws. They fucked over our teachers. They fucked over our students. They fucked over our schools. They fucked over our retirees. They have privatized the entire city of Detroit for pure white privilege in the city of Detroit. And you dumb black motherfuckers, yes, you look at me and you told me that it was our goddamn fault. But you did not know any of those politicians down there who made decisions to have us in the position that we are in right now. Total goddamn takeover of the city. You have no clue of what Archer did, what Kilpatrick did, what Dave Bing, and what Mike Duggan is doing, along with Governor Granholm ass. Yes, that bitch, yes. And John Engler, yes. The likes of Rick Snyder. All the decisions. The true thugs and the true crooks, the true bullies, and the true fucked up ass people in the city of Detroit are the politicians. And they have ganged up on the city of Detroit because they know that motherfuckers like me is going to be at council, yes. That motherfuckers like me is going to be at the school board. But there's only going to be a handful of us there trying to speak up for the entirety of the city who's got their ass home some goddamn where. and doing whatever the fuck it is that they damn do. But they have no goddamn clue, and most of them never ever even attended a city council meeting. You never ever even attended a school board meetings with people like me. And so many of us out here, we went down there and we saw the ugly side of these dirty politicians. We know the ugly side. We seen the ugly side of the preachers who are sleeping in that same old fucked up, nasty, trifling ass bed with these politicians, and their ass is too goddamn trifling to change their motherfucking sheets. Because the church then got in bed, yes, with the politicians. And have allowed for this police state city that we're in right now. Your home is nothing but your own personal jail cell, ladies and gentlemen. The 4th of July, 2016, over here in good old Detroit, yes, Detroit, Michigan, east side. And I'm telling you, it's lovely out here. And they're gonna turn up the heat, ladies and gentlemen, as the night progresses. These fireworks will get bigger, and this one is looking actually better than it did last year. The Detroit International, no, that was last week, the other 27th, I'm sorry. This is the Detroit 4th of July People's Celebration, as the people do their own fireworks in the city of Detroit, Michigan, good people. Okay, I'm going to slide over here and see what's happening over here on the far east side. Okay, I'm going to come back over here. They are a little quiet right now. Normally they make a lot of noise over here. So I'm going to pause it just for a second, and I'm going to get back at you in just a minute.